Welcome back to the Sure Sales Group Show, episode 29. Today I wanted to discuss the importance of a home inspection. Pretty self-explanatory. You should always get a home inspected before you buy it. That's a rule of thumb. Everybody knows that. But I recently had a couple experiences that were a little bit different, and I thought I'd share, and it might change your perspective on how important they are and why they're important. So typically, a buyer, when they make an offer, will always have a home inspection contingency, meaning they have a certain number of days, once the seller accepts their offer, to do a home inspection. So the buyer has a contingency within a certain number of days. They have the inspection, they get the results, they ask the seller, within this specific number of days that was agreed to in the offer, hey, I want 10 days to do my home inspection, 15 days to do my home inspection. That's all good. They give the results to the seller saying, hey, here's what the inspection found, here's what I would like you to do, A, B, C, D, and E. The seller then has 5 days to respond to that buyer's requests, and then the buyer has 2 days to respond to the seller's requests, and then everything's done. That's how it typically works. There's a structural mechanical inspection, mold, environmental, radon, chimney, lead, even an additional inspections where you can write in whatever you want to inspect, and then termite and pest as well. So on those forms that you fill out with your home inspection contingency, all these are there with a specific number of days. Very important. I had a client this week who said, hey, I don't want to do the inspection. The house is good. It's built solid. We walked around it. My father-in-law's a contractor. He looked at it. We're good on the inspection. I said, that's your decision to make. I'm here, you're the boss. I'm here just to offer some guidance. I'd still do it. I know it's an expensive ordeal. This particular one was a bigger house. It was $475. They went ahead and did the inspection, and we found a slew of things, little things like, hey, the garbage disposal was cracked and leaking. There was 2 broken windows. We had some stucco that was really cracked on the outside that was leaking water. We had a drain that was leaking on one of the faucets. One of the garage doors wasn't working the way it was supposed to. A bunch of little stuff that the seller is now doing that my buyer doesn't have to do, and it's great peace of mind. There's some other little things in there too. But now they're getting more than their $475 in value, and they're getting the peace of mind, and they now have a home inspection report with every make and model of every appliance in the house, every mechanical system in the house. So it was just a good deal. So home inspections are very important, and I'm going to tell you kind of who we recommend and why we recommend them at the end of the video. But another thing that happened this week, which made me want to talk about home inspections, because it's not the most exciting thing in the world, is looking at it from a seller's perspective. I was working with a buyer. We went through a bunch of houses. They found one. They really liked it. This particular house had a pre-inspection done. So the sellers, because they're smart and they were thinking ahead and they were investing some money to make sure they had a good, smooth sales process, they went ahead and had their home inspected before they put it on the market. And we asked the sellers if we could see the report. We got it. Everything looked good. It checked out. There was a couple things that came up that they had addressed. And now the buyers were like all in on that house. Boom, they bought it full price. When a buyer is looking to buy a home, especially a first-time buyer, which is a big portion of the market, or a second-time or third-time buyer, people aren't buying houses more than 2, 3, 4 times in their lifetime, typically. There's an element of they're timid. You're a little nervous. You're a little scared when you're about to get a loan for hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. You want to make sure you're making a good choice. So the home inspection is there to make sure, hey, you have a fallback plan. You can get out of the deal if you want. We're going to have a professional make sure you're not going to have any major expenses and make you feel like for making a bad decision. But when a seller pre-inspects the house, it takes a lot of that away. If your house comes down to they're comparing house A and house B, and they'd be happy with each and the price and everything else is equal, but house A has already done an inspection. You talk to the inspector who did it. They're pretty much guaranteeing and warrantying everything is good. In this particular case, they had like a 5-year roof warranty, a 90-day warranty on everything else. It was really impressive that the seller took the time to do it, and in turn, they sold their house. They got a great offer on it, and it was a win-win for everybody. So home inspections are key. 2 groups we really like, and we like a bunch of home inspectors. There's so many good ones. We list and sell a lot of homes, so we're seeing different home inspectors and different routines and how they do it all the time. And there's good home inspectors and there's bad home inspectors, but most of them are good. Two of the ones we really like are Blue Crab inspections. Blue Crab inspections do a really good job because they warrant everything, they guarantee everything, they have a number of really good inspectors, so they're easy to schedule. It's not like they're impossible to schedule, and they do a really nice job. So, Brandon, why don't we pan over? I pulled up their website, if you can. If you go to bluecrabinspections.com, they do just some really cool stuff. 200% guarantee. You can learn more about that. 5-year roof warranty, 90-day free warranty. There's a sewer guard, mold warranty, recall check. They do this concierge service, which is kind of nice, where they'll like set up your Comcast and change over the BG&E. All these little value-added stuff. So they're awesome. The other one we really like, check this out, is American Inspection Group. The owner, Neil Teitelbaum, is just a stud when it comes to finding every little thing in a house. He doesn't miss. He does everything: home inspection, radon, lead, mold, all over the greater Baltimore area. We use him a lot for our rental applications and rental certifications and lead certifications, which is big if you're in the property management space. He just knows the ins and outs of all the county and city regulations, and he's just a phenomenal inspector. So I could list 10 to 15 awesome inspectors. We like Blue Crab, we like American Inspections. If you have any questions about buying or selling a home, or if you're in the middle of a situation like what should I do, reach out to us, whether you're our client or not. We always just want to help and help the community. And look, things are going to come up in the inspection. Things always come up. Brand new house, old crummy house, tons of stuff are going to come out. What's really important is, do you have the wherewithal and the ability and the negotiation prowess to solve it for your client? One of the reasons we're able to do that is because we have the best contractors in town. We represent a ton of builders. If you've seen the banners around, we're building houses constantly. But when it comes to roofing, plumbing, HVAC, electric, anything mechanical, appliance, we're managing hundreds of properties, so we have great contractors. So when the home inspection reveals, oh my gosh, I have all this stuff that's not right, hey, you know what? We can come in, have a quote on that within 24 hours, and we'll just put a number on it and make the problems go away. That's really important. So if you're thinking about selling your house, maybe something you should ask your listing agent is, hey, when things come up, how are we going to work through it and solve them so we can make sure the buyers are comfortable? Well, you can do a pre-inspection. Once we get the results, we can send a contractor through, show that to the buyers. We'll probably sell your house faster for maybe more money. And vice versa with a buyer. Hey, all this stuff comes up. I want the house, but I don't feel comfortable. Well, hey, let's just see what it costs to get it all fixed and make a smart decision. So it's not rocket science. That's all I got for home inspections. Thanks for watching. As always, we'll see you next time. Oh, by the way, what's just as important as having a home inspection is knowing how the addenda and how the contract works. So it is critical to not forget to negotiate the length of time in your inspection and what inspections you're doing. This is a big sticking point when you're making an offer, especially if you're in a competing situation. So you need to know the scope and limitations of inspections, the time frames. You need to know it explicitly, what you're doing, what you're initialing, and how it's going to have an effect on the contract. And then once you have the inspection, which you always do, what are we going to ask for? This is the property inspections notice. Hey, I'm giving you notice. We had the inspection. Here's what I want done. And the way you fill out these forms has a big impact on the value, at the end of the day, the value you receive from your agent, from your home buying or home selling process. Because this just all comes down to dollars and cents. Do you net more money when you negotiate a better home inspection? You do. So thanks for watching. Don't forget how important these things are, because most people slips their mind. Thanks.